Hello everyone and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where the time has come for the start of our 2024 trip across Asia.
We cannot wait to take you guys along with us on this epic adventure.
We're going to be visiting so many different theme parks and attractions across 26 days throughout China, South Korea, Japan and Hong Kong. We're going to take you along for the full experience, and you know what? This is going to be a trip unlike anything before on this channel, and it's going to be incredible. It really is.
So to start this travel vlog, we're going to show you exactly what we've packed because we are backpacking this trip.
Now the reason that we're taking a backpack only is because we're going to be getting on buses, trains, we're going to need to use lockers at theme parks, we're going to be doing a lot of transiting throughout, different flights as well. We just thought it would be a lot easier literally just taking a backpack, and that is the first kind of challenge, isn't it, for this trip?
It's like I've got everything out on the bed and this has all got to squeeze into a small backpack, but we'll be fine.
We will be fine, and we're going to show you exactly what we're packing now. The good thing is we've travelled light before with just backpacks, and for me it just takes a lot of kind of stress out of the travelling, knowing that literally we've just got a backpack, we're not got to wait around for cases, we've not got to wheel anything round. It's going to be nice and easy. And now it's just gone 9 AM on the day that we actually fly out, and we best get packing, haven't we?
Literally, I haven't even packed, but we do find it easier to pack on the day because you end up forgetting stuff, and there's always bits on the day that you need to put in your bag last minute.
Definitely, like I always do it. Even if we're taking a big case, I'll pack either the day or the night before if we're flying out early. We're flying out from about 8 PM this evening down at London Heathrow, so we're going to be just getting the train down this time. With this trip, we're just going to be using no hire cars or anything like that. We're literally going to be on public transport throughout the whole thing. I just thought it'd be so much easier taking a backpack. So come and join us. We'll go and show you everything that we're packing up, and then we're going to make our way on the train down to Heathrow Airport, ready for this trip. It's going to be incredible though, just to see all this, and everything's new for Charlotte.
Oh, I cannot wait. I'm a little bit nervous because I've never been before, but I'm really excited.
I think that's the thing with Asia, it's completely different. We're armed with all sorts of things that we're going to need, like translation devices, different ways to pay for things. There's lots to really think about when you're planning a trip like this, but we're going to share it all throughout the travel videos as we make our way on this epic adventure. Now you might be thinking, oh, Sean and Charlotte, you know, you're backpacking, you haven't got that much stuff. Look at all this.
To be honest, I'm not taking any hairdryer and no straighteners. You might be thinking, why aren't you taking straighteners? Because of how humid it's going to be. My hair's just going to go frizzy anyway, so there's no point, and it saves room. But this is all the clothes that I'm taking. To be honest, I've done quite well.
So obviously the plan is, and we mentioned this actually when we did the reveal video last week, we're going to be washing throughout the trip, aren't we?
Yeah, so what I've done is I've took enough clothes to take us up to the first wash, and then after that we've got another 2 after that one. So I went through all the hotels to see which ones had got self-serve laundry, and I managed to write them all down to see which ones, and then we'll just wash along the way.
I think it's 11 nights, isn't it, before the first wash?
It's 11 nights, so don't be thinking, oh, you're wearing the same clothes. They will have been washed.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know, we've got literally enough to last us the first kind of 11 nights, then we'll wash, and then everything will be nice and clean again. So yeah, literally got all your t-shirts, shorts there, and everything that you need really. Got your cap, that's going to be really important this trip. And then you got a few like cosmetics and stuff as well.
Some toiletry bags, and I've got like a little first aid kit with little tablets and stuff in, got a toothbrush, so these are really good.
The big question is, do you think all that's going to fit into that bag?
Well, we'll find out soon.
You'll find out literally in the next few minutes. And then here's a little look at all my stuff. Now, obviously, I've got the tech. I've actually brought a brand new bag, an actually Puma bag just here. Now, before, obviously, we take a backpack a lot of the time, so it's not like we're doing this for the first time. We're quite used to it. But I've always had a backpack with a laptop case inside there, whereas this one's quite clever. It's got a laptop case in the back, so this zip opens up, which is much better, because before, I've jam-packed this to the top, and then when you get to airport security and you've got to take your laptop out, I had to move a few things, and it was always a faff, whereas now I'm literally going to be able to undo this zip
like
at the back.
Mine's got one of those.
Oh, is it? I didn't realise that.
At the back there.
Yeah, so that's quite handy. I mean, you know, it's there just in case. So in terms of clothes, literally got all these down here, enough again to last for the first 11 days. Got some pairs of shorts, obviously you can get a couple of days out of them. Same with all the t-shirts down there, got them all packed up. Tend to take a lot of lighter colours as well with how humid it's going to be. And I got all my boxer shorts and socks right down there at the bottom as well. So to be honest, once all that's stacked in, there should be enough room then for all the tech. So obviously wires and that sort of thing, they all kind of can pile up quite nicely. You might be thinking, what are these? These are some brand new travel adapters that I got just here.
These are really good. So these are like worldwide travel adapters. So you pull these down and then it will change to the country that you're in, which is really handy to have.
Yeah, they can be used in 150 different countries.
Yeah, got USBs on there and plugs, so we've got 3 of those.
Yeah, so that's ideal. Like even, I'm not taking an extension lead this time because I thought, well, technically you can charge like 3 or 4 things on one of those at one time with the USBs. Obviously got camera equipment, we've got the camera that I'm filming on, we've got the big zoom just here as well, the Sony AX53, that's coming along. Again, just so we've got another camera. We could also run into some issues maybe using my mini tripod that I'm filming this on, so obviously I've got that just in case for any issues. We've got the GoPro just here. Again, I'm not too sure what we're going to be able to film on and what we're not. Obviously at the Disney parks we're going to be fine. Away from that, I know on-ride filming can be quite strict, but we have got the equipment just in case. Electric toothbrush just down there, shaver, glasses strap, spare glasses, literally all the charging cables. We've got this here, which is a nice new little device actually. So yeah, this is just a wireless phone charge that literally just with a magnet clips onto the back and starts charging the phone. And then obviously the laptop for the back. We've got the passports just there. With a lot of travel that you do in Asia, you do need to actually have your passports on you at all times. So we thought we need to get a nice travel wallet to keep them in, because especially in China, you've got to keep documentation on you. It's a legal requirement as well.
And then what we have done is we've got 4 different currencies for this trip. So we didn't want to get them all mixed up. So I've put them all in different wallets. So we've got the Chinese, we've got the Japanese, we've got the Hong Kong dollars, and then we've got the South Korean there as well.
Oh, so yeah, we've got a little bit of each currency just in case. We're going to obviously be using our cards a lot, and also this is something that we're going to explain throughout the videos. You can't simply just pay on card in China. You've got to try different things.
No, you've got to have an app, and you have to show QR codes and stuff, but we'll be sure to show you this along the way.
We'll come into all that detail throughout. That's why you're not going to want to miss a vlog from this trip. We're going to be sharing a lot of tips. Ultimately, we're visiting the theme parks, but we're really going to be sharing a lot of travel tips, and it's different. Going to Asia is completely different, it really is.
I'm really looking forward to it, but like I said, I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, I think we're going to be fine. We're well experienced travellers. I have been there before. Obviously, I've never been to South Korea, but I think we're going to be absolutely fine with everywhere that we're going. And literally tonight, we're flying to China. So we're going to get this packed up, and we'll come back to you in a few seconds, and we'll see if it's all fit in the bags.
Fingers crossed. And there we go. Everything that I am taking on this trip is in that bag. Like literally everything that I've got is in that bag. I don't know how Sean's getting on, but everything that I've got is in that bag.
Hey, there we go. I've got on fine. Look at that.
That's brilliant.
All ready to go. This new bag is fantastic. Like even got the strap.
Mine's got that as well.
I feel like a proper backpacker, you know what I mean? But we're not tracking up mountains and stuff like that. But still, we've got everything. For me, it's just knowing that I've got everything that I need for this trip on me at all times. As soon as we land in China tonight, I've not got to think, we're going to be looking for bags and that sort of thing.
We've got them.
We can focus on the, of course, the immigration process, which we'll talk about later, and also as well, just the transport and getting down to our first destination. We're heading to Beijing first, and Universal Studios Beijing. We're staying in their on-site hotel, so that's the first stop for us when we do arrive in China. But yeah, I'm just really happy with everything. Everything's looking great.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go. So yeah, what we're going to do now is make sure that we've literally got everything, double check things. When you're going away for over 3 weeks, you need to double check everything, make sure everything's fine. We've got a couple more documents just to kind of print out and sort out as well to make sure that we've got them with us. But we'll go into all that a little bit later on. And then we're just going to get on the train down to London. So yeah, I'll just get a couple of shots on the train along the way, nothing too much. And then we'll arrive at the airport. And then tonight we're flying out with Air China, which is a direct flight all the way through to Beijing. It's going to be about just another 10-hour flight I think we've got tonight. It's going to be a night flight as well.
Oh no.
We're taking off at like 8, and then I think we come in about 1:30.
I think it's like 1:30 we come in, yeah.
We'll get a couple more shots on the train. Backpacks ready. Let's go to Asia. Hey! hours later then, and we've arrived here at Heathrow Terminal 2, ready for our Air China flight out there to Beijing. In terms of the journey, we got the train into London, had a bit of food at Spoons, and then on the underground, which was nice and easy really.
I feel like the journey hasn't took that long to get down here, which is really good. Sometimes it can just take so long.
Yeah, it was pretty efficient, that was. And of course, yeah, straight down to London. It was about 90 minutes from Stoke Station. And yeah, then we then made our way on the tube, which is nice and easy. About 40 minutes from central London, down here on the Piccadilly line, up to the airport. So we're just going to go and check in now, get our boarding passes. Obviously, we haven't got any bag drop or anything like that to do. Hey, yeah, it's been all right for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been fine. It's not even that heavy, which is good.
The handy thing is, you got this little strap at the front.
Yeah, so it sort of stops the bag from falling back, so we've both got these on the front.
It's just gone like 4:15. We don't fly out for like another 3.5 hours, so it's ideal. We've got plenty of time just to chill, have a bit more food before we get on the flight, and then literally we're going to sleep for most of the flight, with it being a night flight over there to Beijing, China. Let's go. Well, it was nice and easy checking in over at the desk. We couldn't actually check it online for this flight, so we just had to go to the desk, and yeah, they just basically checked the hand luggage. We've got a nice little green tag on there somewhere.
Yeah, it's at the back.
Somewhere on there, I can't see it. But yeah, we've got the green tag on there, so they're all checked and ready to go. Obviously, no other bags to check in. Issued our boarding passes and asked for our final destination as well, which is going to be Seoul in South Korea. Now, I just wanted to mention about the visas that are required to enter into China. Now, when I visited back in 2017, I actually went to the China Visa Application Centre, which was in Manchester. There's a few places in the UK where you can go, and I paid for a full Chinese visa. This time we haven't actually had to do that because of how the trip's being planned. We're actually going to be getting a 144-hour visa on arrival in China. Now, it's always best doing your own research into this sort of stuff, but basically, because we're staying only in China for a few days at the start of the trip and then re-entering China for a few days at the end of the trip, and both of them journeys are transiting through China, it means that we don't need to get a full visa, and we can do the 144-hour transit visa. So it sounds quite complicated at first, but there's no cost to that. Literally, you just need to prove that basically where you're staying, how long you're staying for, and it can be for a maximum of like 6 days. Obviously, we're only going to be in China for 3 days this time because we're traveling through to Seoul in South Korea, if that's made sense. I think I explained that all right.
Yeah, that's okay, yeah.
But always do your research,
Definitely.
you know, before you're planning this. Obviously, different rules apply to different people and that sort of thing. But that's what we're doing this time because of how I've planned this trip. And also, it saved quite a lot of money actually on getting a full Chinese visa, which we didn't need because of this trip that we're doing. So yeah, that's going to get issued upon arrival in Beijing. We're literally going to come off the flight. We follow signs from what I've read online, and then literally we're going to speak with an immigration officer. They're going to maybe scan some details about where we're staying and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll get a stamp and admitted into China that way. So here we go then. We're going to be boarding shortly, but first, what's in this box, you might all be thinking?
Whoa.
Well, it's actually a Project D donut just there.
Oh, that looks so nice. These are like the original Project D donuts that they used to do. Oh, they look
with a bit
so
more
good.
like on there, you know.
Yeah, like I've not seen these ones for ages, but that looks lovely.
Now the Project D donuts are also at Alton Towers. The £7.50 for one at Alton Towers. You think, oh, we're in an airport, you're going to pay more? £4.90 or the two for £8.50. So yeah, there you go. It shows how expensive they are.
It does.
Back at Alton Towers now. And yeah, look at that. It looks absolutely delicious. So we're going to tuck into this donut. We're going to make our way to the gate, and of course we'll get onto the flight. Yeah, just under 10 hours. We're actually going to come into Beijing, and it's going to be the afternoon, about 1:15.
Yeah, I think it will be. Yeah, 1:15 we're going to come in.
Yeah, because of the time difference, which is 7
hours.
isn't it?
Yes, it is.
7-hour time difference. We're going through a couple of different time changes, I believe, this trip. 7 hours for this one. So that's all the information for you, and we'll see how we get on. Obviously, last time I literally had a full Chinese visa, but that's because of how I did that trip. This time it wasn't required. We can do the one on arrival. It's free to do. Hopefully it'll be easy enough. I think we've read
Fingers
everything
crossed.
online. We've also printed a few things off. I mean, normally, you know, everything's on your phone and digital now, isn't it? But we actually printed off some things just in case they need to scan them and all that sort of stuff as well. So fingers crossed we're going to be okay. We'll see you on the flight as we make our way tonight. Night flight through to China, Beijing. hour into the flight so far, just flying over Copenhagen, Denmark. Here's a look at some food that we've got just here. What have you gone for?
So I've gone for the chicken curry. I'm not massively hungry, but I thought I'll have a bit of the rice and stuff.
Yeah, chicken curry just there, some bread. Hey, some prawns that you've got in there as well.
Yeah, it's like couscous with prawns in.
Yeah, and here we go. I've not gone for an actual meal just here, but that's some bread roll and also this. Like, it looks like some sort of cheesecake possibly. I'm going to give it a try and see what it's like. Yeah, flight's going pretty well so far. Been down with a drink service. Yeah, there's a look at the meal. Look at the aircraft. Yeah, we're just on the middle here. So 9 across, 3 in the middle, and 3 seats on either side as well. So we've got plenty of room just to relax. And of course, it's a night flight, so after we've had this, we're going to be getting some sleep in. Time to destination, 7 hours 55 minutes. Time at destination, 4:57 in the morning. And the time of arrival at the moment is looking a bit earlier than I originally expected, 12:52. Lovely, so yeah, we'll tuck into the food, see what this is like.
I am putting butter on the rice, but it's just to give it a bit
Butter on the rice?
I'm just doing it to give me a bit of flavour.
If that's what makes you happy, Charlotte, you butter up that rice. I'll let you know what this is like. Yeah, it's quite nice, that is. It's a bit like a raspberry cheesecake. To be honest, I'm quite a big fan of cheesecake as well, so yeah, it's good. I don't know what this is going to taste like on top. Let's find out. Oh, crunchy. Yeah, like raspberry taste. Are you on quavers now?
Yeah, I've resorted to quavers, but the rice is really hard, and I just don't like rice like that. It's just not very nice.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this is delicious. Well, Charlotte's got one of these, so I'll probably have one as well. Just going to chill out. Quite a few films that you can watch as well. And there's some English films on there. Harry Potter's on there, Jurassic World. The screens are quite dated, like they're quite hard to navigate. But to be honest, it's a night flight. We're going to get some sleep. So I'll get a couple more shots on the flight, and we'll see you as we make our way over to Beijing. Well, we managed to have a sleep for a few hours. They dimmed all the lights, and yeah, it was quite relaxing actually here. No turbulence or anything really. It's been quite a smooth flight so far. 2 hours to go. We got a nice breakfast now.
This is one of the best breakfasts I've ever seen on a flight. Normally you don't get anything like this. This is brilliant.
There you go, fantastic.
Yeah, really good.
Yogurt just there as well.
Let's see what it tastes like.
Hopefully it's alright for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a look at the flight map. I've not watched any movies or anything, but managed to have a few hours sleep, which is good. Hopefully that's alright for you.
Yeah.
Got things including the cost. So you may as well have it.
A plain omelette, and then we got a nice croissant as well.
Lovely.
Mini croissant.
You managed to sleep a little bit?
Yeah, I have. I've got around about 2 hours.
Oh, it is something, isn't it? It's a power nap. It's a power nap.
Got some fruit as well.
Oh, lovely. Time of destination is 10:40. Time of arrival 12:56. Yeah, 2 hours 15 minutes to go. Well, there we go. I've zoomed out a bit on the map now. We're just flying over Mongolia at the moment.
So we got a review from the omelette, and it was lovely. I really enjoyed the omelette. There was some little hash browns in there as well. I really enjoyed it.
That's good there.
Nice bit of cheese in the omelette as well, which was great.
Oh, fantastic. So yeah, a couple of hours to go until we're going to land. I think they're going to bring round a landing card at some point for us to fill out. So we have brought a pen with us. Always worth carrying a pen, just in case you need to fill anything out. So yeah, we're expecting them to hopefully bring one round. And then of course, yeah, we can get that filled out before we land. And then we're just going to be, yeah, sorting out the visa upon arrival, the 144-hour transit visa that I mentioned about earlier on. So fingers crossed, that all goes well. We have arrived here in Beijing, China, after our flight there from London Heathrow that lasted almost 10 hours. But you know what? We've made it, and we're going to tell you now about the whole process, starting off with the visa entry and then also the transportation through from Beijing Capital Airport here to Universal Beijing. And you know what, before we get into it, everything went to plan, nice and easy for us, didn't it?
Which was brilliant. It's always a worry when you're travelling that things aren't going to go to plan, but we're here and we're at the hotel.
So we're going to start off by talking about the visa program that we went for. Now, as we mentioned earlier on, there's quite a few different options you can go for. We've gone for the 144-hour transit visa, and as soon as we came off the plane, we were just looking for where to go, and straight away we did see some signs that said 144 visa, so literally we followed the signs for that.
So what there was also a booth at the side, and you had to go and put your fingerprints on and your passport. That then printed out a little slip, and you had to keep this with you as you went on your journey.
I do like how that was all kind of done there as well, like literally taking the fingerprints, it was all done automatic. The screens were also in English, and so was the signage as well, which really helped us out. And then we had to just literally find the area to do the 144 visa itself. Now, with this, you could see like the foreign area to walk through for the immigration hall, but also you had to go to another desk first. We didn't actually realise this at the start, and we started going towards that desk, but then we asked and found out that we needed to go to another desk. So literally we went round the corner, and there was a big sign saying 144, so we filled out the form, which was quite easy to do, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it was just like your flight information, where you're staying, like your date of birth and stuff like that. Then we took that form over to the desk with our passports, and this process was so easy. We were so worried, but we got on so well. Yeah,
so literally here, he just took the forms off us, and then we just had to show our flight information, because obviously we were flying to Seoul in South Korea in 3 days' time. So he just checked that to actually show that we were booked onto a flight and not just saying that we were. We then also showed our hotel reservation here for where we are now at the Universal Grand Hotel in Beijing. It feels quite surreal that we're here. And literally we had them printed out. So we thought we'll get them documents printed out instead of just showing them on the phone. He didn't photocopy them or anything. He was really friendly actually, nice and easy. And that process there took about 5 minutes. He also then put, not a real stamp, it was like a sticker he put in, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we printed off the sticker, stuck that into our passports, then we had to go back to the other desk to just be cleared.
Yeah, so we went through the normal immigration area there, where you go if you already had a visa done from home. Obviously, we've already got it now in the passport. Literally did our fingerprints again. That was all like in English too, all automated. Like, it was great. It was like, yeah, place your left 4 fingers. Like, it was very good, very modern tech. No questions or anything were asked there. And then it was straight through. The whole process took about 15, 20 minutes, including a tiny bit of waiting. There was hardly any queues there. It was really good. We were a little bit worried about it, of course. Entering China, how do we do it? Last time I had a full visa. This time we didn't do that. We literally turned up and did it on arrival. But literally filling it all out was really nice and easy and simple, wasn't it?
I'm just so glad that it all went to plan, and there was like not massive queues, because the desk that we went to for the visa, there was only one gentleman on there, and I'm thinking if that was busy, we would have been waiting a while, but it didn't take long at all.
There you go. So that's how you do it. And now we know, because obviously we're going to be doing that again at the end of the trip when we transit back from Hong Kong through Shanghai to then go back to London. Of course, that's coming up like in 26 days time at the end, but so pleased, nice and easy to do, and that was the whole process. Then we decided to get on the public transport. Now, a lot of people think, oh, we'll just jump in a taxi, but no, I wanted to give the public transport a go, and I'm so pleased that we did, because that was also nice and simple, but is quite time consuming. It took us around 2 hours actually on public transport. Bear in mind, a taxi would be about 20-25 minutes. It was a 2-hour process. I looked at a taxi price before just to see, you know, I wasn't intended on doing that, but I had a look. That was showing up about 40 to 50 pounds for the taxi. This cost us a lot less, didn't it?
Yeah, it was really quite cheap, to be honest. Like, I think we worked out that it was like £10 each, or even less than £10 each to do the entire journey that we did. Yeah,
so it definitely is less than half the cost, and it's the experience. I don't just want to jump in a taxi, I want the experience, and we jumped straight on to the metro system. So I've just got it all up here on my phone, literally what we did, and we'll put some footage in along the way. So we started off at Terminal 2 at Beijing Capital Airport, and then we got on the Airport Express. Now, we went up to some machines there, didn't we?
Yeah, so there's a machine where you can buy your tickets on there. So when you do come to China, you do have to pay with an app called Alipay. But because we didn't have data, we couldn't use that.
Yes.
So we did have cash on us. So I definitely recommend bringing some cash with you, because you can't pay by your normal bank card.
Yeah.
So definitely have cash on you in case Alipay doesn't work and you've got cash with you.
Yeah, so we literally had the cash with us there, used the machine, and we bought our ticket on this airport line. So this was the Airport Express, not the main subway. That was about a 25-minute ride then to the next station, and then we actually came out of there and made our way onto the subway. It was all perfectly signposted. It was great. And then we made our way onto line 10, and we literally purchased a ticket there, which took us all the way through here to Universal then. So you've got like the airport line itself, where you need it, you know, its own ticket, and then the subway line where we had to buy a separate ticket, but we didn't need one for each separate line, if that makes sense.
But bear in mind, if you are buying your tickets there, you can't do them at the little like self-kiosk.
Yes.
You have to go to the booth, because of the location that we're in, you can only use like a China identity card.
Yeah.
So you have to go to the booth and they'll print them off there for you.
Yeah, it was quite easy to do at first. We went to the machine, we could see it all, and thought, oh, you need to, because obviously to travel like on trains and subways, you need an ID card, and obviously we're being foreign, like we don't have one of those, so we just went with our UK passport to the desk, and that was sorted out, and we just paid cash there. We did notice though, you could actually pay at that booth using MasterCard and Visa. We didn't do that, we paid cash, but there was the option just there. If we'd have asked to do it, I reckon we probably could have.
There was a sticker there saying that you could, so I can't see why not.
Yeah, so we did that journey, which was down 15 minutes, and then we changed onto line 7, which is down here to Universal Beijing. That was about a 45-minute ride, but it was nice and easy.
It was.
The subway is really clean, it's well signposted, and most importantly, it is in English as well. All the stations are in English, the line changes are in English. If you know how to work the London Underground or any of the metro systems that we've got in Europe, you'll be perfectly fine here in China using the metro system in Beijing. And then of course we literally come out of the station and we were greeted straight away with the security bag check area for Universal City Walk. So then we went straight through, a little shot of City Walk, more coming up in our videos. We're going to have a full tour around and check it all out. So we walked through City Walk and then was greeted by the Grand Hotel that we're now sat in just here. And you know what? The hotel is stunning. Can't wait to show you all around in the vlog. But yeah, like just that overall arrival experience to Universal was great from the station.
Oh yeah, it really was. Like, you literally come straight out and then straight into City Walk. You haven't got to like walk far.
Yeah.
You're literally just there.
Walked straight through City Walk and then up here and checked into the hotel. That was also nice and easy. They took our passports. It was all registered to that. And happy days, really. I mean, we're going to talk more about theme park tickets and passports as we carry on with these vlogs. There's going to be a lot of information. Things are very different.
They are.
For example, like getting on the subway, you have to go through full security, like airport style security, just to get on the metro system. But it makes everybody safe. It feels safe. We were absolutely fine. It was great.
We didn't have any issues at all. Like, really clean, really comfortable.
Yeah, everyone was really friendly. We've had no kind of translation issues yet. Everyone we've spoke with has had basic English. I'm not saying you can have a full conversation, but basic English. And yeah, we've got on absolutely fine. We're here in China. This was always going to be the worrying bit of the trip for me at the start, you know, that coming into China, not actually having the visa on us, literally landing in after a 10-hour flight and having to sort it out. It was so easy. We've got the transport and we're here. And happy days. If you have got any questions though, if you plan on doing it, just drop a comment down below. Even if you're watching this way into the future, I always look back on the comments because I know it can be quite stressful and worrying, even for avid travellers like ourselves. But it worked perfectly fine for us and we had no issues. There's not been one moment where we thought, oh, hang on a minute, what are we doing?
Absolutely fine.
Absolutely fine. In terms of the flight as well in Air China, that was really good, quite smooth flight. Coming down doing the food service as well. There was 2 food services on there. Coming down with drinks quite a bit as well.
Yeah, I also noticed when I woke up, Sean was asleep. The lady was coming down with bottled water and being like, do you want a drink of water? My only downfall with the flight was the in-flight entertainment system. Like, it was very dated and the touchscreen just didn't work. Then he was having to press the buttons at the side. That really needs updating.
Yeah, it was an older aircraft, I think, you know, but we'll see what we fly back on the other flights we got this trip with other airlines. But yeah, it was quite a dated system. But still, it got us here on time, a little bit early actually, and happy days. That we're here now. It's like 5 o'clock in the evening. We're at the hotel. We're all checked in, and then tonight we can just chill. We're gonna get some food, and then of course, yeah, we got 2 full days coming up at Universal. Yes. We're gonna take you around City Walk, this wonderful Hollywood hotel. We've got the big sign behind us actually as well. But what a travel day! Thanks for joining us. We still sound like we've got quite a bit of energy actually.
I know, but literally when I hit this bed later, I'm just gonna be literally go to sleep for the rest of the night and not wake up.
The key is stay on the time zone now.
I know, stay awake for a reasonable time, have a nice shower before bed, and then you'll sleep the whole way through.
Definitely, but so much coming up. We've learnt a lot today, but everything went to plan. We're in China, we're safe, everything's gone to plan, and stay tuned for more content coming up here on Theme Park Worldwide. We look forward to taking you all along, but another great travel day, lots of information there. I know it might be an overload, but we like to explain it in detail.
Everything.
You know, just in case you plan on doing this yourself. And, you know, there was a bit of concern, there was a bit of worry thinking, oh, we're coming to China, we haven't got the visa this time, you know, having it actually done on arrival, like, you know.
Normally you'd have that before you come, but to actually have it done on arrival, it was quite nervous thinking, is it all going to go okay? But it did.
It did, like, definitely. But there we go. Thanks for joining us, as always. Really appreciate all of your support. As we just get started with this trip, there's going to be a good few weeks worth of vlogs. It's going to be amazing. So much to see. And wait to see our view from the window, because we can see the park. Hey! Well, there we go. Thanks for joining us. And that leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next video.